freedom. We're out of Exodus, and we're in Leviticus, and we're going to be going to Leviticus 1 through 10. And I want to talk about people at work. You ever have people at work that you show them how to do everything? You have to show them the work, the what we use, the information, how you get on the computer now with computers, how you get on the computer, how you look up the information, how you download whatever it is that you have to do, upload, run the matrix, the Excel programs or whatever, and you show the person how to do everything, right? You watch them, they do everything excellent, no problem. And then you go away and they have to do the same thing another time and you're not there, and then they mess the whole thing up. And you're trying to figure out, did you go by my instructions? I don't understand how you did this whole thing not too long ago and you did a excellent job. Now you can't do it. And then they tell you, well, I did a shortcut. And you're like, there is no shortcut with this. I don't, this is all the way meshed down to the smallest amount of strokes and information you can get and do this right. And you decided to do a shortcut. Now this whole thing is messed up. Now we got to figure out how to make this thing right. I've always been the type of person that people, when they give me stuff, I've always tried to figure out how to minimize it. But I always learned it first and see if there was anything to minimize. Well, that's what's happening here in Leviticus 1 through 10. God is giving them the burnt meat, peace, and sin offerings, and what to do and what not to do. And he's telling me, I need you to worship, I need you to serve, and I need you to obey. He said, I'm going to show you how to worship. I'm going to show you how to do the animal sacrifices and how to put them together and what goes with what and where the blood goes and what we eat and what we don't eat. I'm going to give you all the information. I need you to serve. I need the action. I need you to know what to do and what not to do. I need you to know how to serve. And then I need you to obey. I need you to be obedient in what is expected of you. He gave him all this information. He gave him all the stuff on what the burnt meat, peace, and sin was and how it was supposed to be done. Then he went back again and showed them how they're supposed to handle everything that they had and how to obey. And of course, even how the priests in chapter 8, remember we're going through Leviticus 1 through 10. In chapter 8, he even told the priests how they had to dress, how they had to have the clothing on and everything. So they knew everything. And this is also a burnt offering of trespass. Everything they needed to know, they was given. So in chapter 9, God accepts the offering because it was done exactly as stated and they did a good job, and God accepts the offering. Now, this is the crazy part. When they got ready to do it on their own, just like when you show people how to do stuff on work, Aaron's son, who was given to the priesthood to be ordained to do this job, so it's not like they didn't know how to do it. They was given the job because of who they were and that they could do it. His sons decided to do a shortcut. They decided to make their own type of incense and burn it before the Lord and say, this is what we came up with. And because they did that, what happened is they were killed. God killed them for giving him some unholy stuff that they decided that they was going to do some type of way and give it to the Lord. And it was really sad because Moses had to tell Aaron, your two boys are dead because of what they did, to the point where God told Moses had to tell Aaron that, and we're not to mourn them because they did what they wanted to do, and we're not going to mourn them. And Aaron was okay with it because of his obedience to God, and he understood. But just like looking at kids, you can look at a kid all day long, and they will do just what you want them to do. You know how it is having little ones. You have them, and you see them, and they just having a good time. And as soon as they get somewhere and it gets quiet, you got to go look for them because they're doing something they shouldn't be doing, and you got to go find them. And they go out your presence because they know they're not supposed to do it. They know they're not supposed to do it. And that's what happened. They did something they wasn't supposed to do. And as long as eyes was on them, they did this the way they were supposed to. As soon as eyes was taken off, they did what they wanted to do. And you know what? to interject, some things we do in life, it's not right. We know it's not right. That's why we did it the way we did. We did it where nobody could see it, and we thought we could get away with it, and we end up in trouble. I say people end up in jail, the graveyard, the hospital, or if not all three. And God has given us instructions. We have instructions for everything. We don't drive too fast, because if you do, you can have a car accident. We have street signs so that you don't get hit by a car. We have instructions on prescription bottles so that you don't overdose. We have signs that says hold on to the handrail. That's so you don't fall down the stairs. Don't run because this is a slippery area. You can fall. We always have instructions, but when we go against those instructions, we put ourselves in a position where we can be hurt or hurt others. And that's what happened here. That's what happened here. Disobedience killed them. You tell your kids, don't go here, don't do this, don't do that. They go do it, and the next thing you know, they don't come home. You drive too fast, you have a skid out. But we calculate, that's the problem in our head. We calculate that we can do this and we'll be okay. I run down the halls all the time, never fail. I speed down the freeway all the time, never had an accident. These are odds that are true. But what happens when it is that one time and you do get hurt or you hurt someone? It's the disobedient. And see, the thing is, we are allowed to believe that we can make these little decisions, that God doesn't matter, and we can make decisions over God. But, we can't make decisions over God. You got to do it the way He wants it done. Or there can be consequences. We know what consequences are. I know what consequences are. I had consequences in my house. I don't know about everybody else. I had consequences in my house. It was told to you to do this, this, and that. And if you didn't, it would be a consequence. And them consequences came true for me. On my behind and punishments. I think I missed a whole summer one year doing stuff that I thought I was just going to do what I wanted to do. Consequences. Let's not miss God because we don't want to do it the way He wants it. Let's not miss God. Well, that's my time. Stay free.